not feeling any less sour, I promised myself to treat myself and visit a nearby tower. And climbing to the top, will throw myself off in an effort to make clear to whoever what it's like when you're shattered, left standing in the lurch at a church where people are saying, my God, that's tough. She stood him up. No point in us remaining. We may as well go home as I did on my own, alone again, naturally.
I mean, you can't write something like that, you know. I mean, it's so personal, the song. I don't think you can have written it without having lived it, you know. It had to come from your own life, I would think, no?
Well, that's what most people who hear it say. They say to sing about something like, you obviously must have experienced it. But that's not true. And really, the way I answer that question is by saying it's not necessarily important to experience the situation to be able to write about it. It's what's important to me, anyway, is to understand the situation. For instance, had I been stood up at a church by the girl that I was about to marry, then I would be very hurt, and possibly I would contemplate suicide. And the situation with your parents. I mean, if you're close to your parents, and I'm very close to my parents. So I feel that if anything happened to them, it would really hurt me, and possibly I would cry, although I don't make a habit of it. But so in a sense, as I say, that I just understand them without having to experience them.
It's a whole stockpile of experience you felt with your heart.
Yeah,
with your ears and what you saw.
Exactly.
Right?
Now looking back over the years and whatever else that appears, I remember I cried when my father died, never wishing to hide the tears. And at 65 years old, my mother, God rest her soul, couldn't understand why the only man she had ever loved had been taken, leaving her to start with a heart so bad.